Biggest match of the day. Rangers, who've opened the season with stylish confidence, still undefeated against Celtic, who trail them already by 3 points, having won just one of their 3 league games so far against Hibs last week. A match then of crucial importance. So let's take a look first at the teams.
And there's confirmation that Rangers are unchanged from the side which beat Hearts last week, which means they may use exactly the same tactics, with McCoist playing off the front two of Hateley and Johnston, and Harlott and Spackman, the workhorses, in midfield. And Ali McCoist, after his scoring performance for Scotland in midweek, brings a terrific scoring record to this match. He's scored 18 times in 29 matches against Celtic since 1983. And Celtic are without Paul Elliott, who's injured, so Lex Bailey takes his place. And international fullbacks Chris Morris and Anton Rogan return, with Peter Grant pushing forward into the vital midfield area. And also in that area will be the Celtic captain Paul McStay, who was McCoist's teammate on Wednesday night and the Scotland skipper against Romania in his 50th international. And there's Lex Bailey and Mark Hateley, and their confrontation in the air may have a vital bearing on the outcome of this match. And the referee this afternoon, quite fittingly, one of Scotland's top officials, David Syme from Rutherglen. So it's Celtic who start the match in the most incredible atmosphere once again, despite the fact that building work at Ibrox has meant a slight depletion of the crowd capacity. Just under 40,000 here, and they're all making plenty of noise for the start of the match. The opening exchanges, of course, will be vital in setting the tone for the match. With Richard Gough dropping into the left side of that 3-man Rangers defence right at the start. Well, he played many times, Gough, for Dundee United in the left-back role, so he'll be no stranger to playing in this area of the field, and of course now a very experienced player with 50 caps. With Johnston breaking on the left, Hateley calling for the ball inside. Here's Hateley, and a magnificent recovery tackle. That was John Collins who got back for Celtic, and that was indeed a vital challenge by the new Celtic signing from Hibs. Hateley appeared to be in the clear for a moment. Rangers have the corner kick. Gough has gone forward, so too has Terry Butcher. And there's Hateley. Getting up very well indeed for Rangers inside the penalty area. Under pressure all the way, mind you. But perhaps that's why the header went wide. There goes Collins. Walker. Trevor Stephen back doing a defensive chore for Rangers. Gary Stevens sends it forward. There's Hateley. Collected there by Grant. Now White. Collins towards Rogan. Good running by Anton Rogan. Taken out of the easily there by Chris Woods, releasing McCoist on the left. The support inside in the form of Spackman. This is Haustra. Butcher taking his time. Well judged by Bailey. Tchaikovsky putting pressure on Terry Butcher. Very sure-footed with that pass back. Tchaikovsky and Butcher settling down to a lengthy tussle, I'm sure, this afternoon. Hateley got a touch. Butcher underneath that. There's Morris forward. Gough doing well, shrugging off that challenge from Miller. It's Haustra now going forward. A long wide ball there for Hateley. Stephen behind him. And Hateley trying to play that inside towards the area filled by McCoist. Stevens keeps the ball in play. Cross was too far ahead of Johnston. Butcher's header. There's Rogan. Back with Paul McStay. Haitley finds Houstra. Here's Johnston. Challenged instantly there by White. Return pass from Harlock. This is dangerous. Rangers on the attack. Haitley's there with a back heel attempt. Return by Houstra. And it's turned away there by Rogan. And some superb play there involving Maurice Johnston and Terry Harlock, creating an opening for Rangers. Ali McCoy is arriving late in the box, looking for the cross. Stephen with the corner kick for Rangers. Butcher helps it on. Houstra. And scrambled over the bar again. Houstra looks totally frustrated by that effort being blocked on the line. So Celtic going through the middle here. This is well struck by Houstra, first time, and spinning over for another corner kick. Corner coming to the near post area. Scarcely clear until Miller gave that a lusty boot. Spackman goes back with Gary Stevens. Rangers trying to keep the pressure on. Stevens again. Haitley's gone wide on the right, followed by White. Stephen takes over. There's the effort towards Houstra, and he was in the clear. A golden opportunity passed up by Peter Houstra, the Dutchman coming in off the flank, unseen by the Celtic defence. All set up by Haitley's pass back to Trevor Stephen. Stephen checking onto his left foot, which is also very accurate. Look at the space Houstra had there. I think he could scarcely believe that. Stevens climbing there on the shoulders of Andy Walker. Free kick to Celtic, taken quickly by Collins to Rogan. These acrobatics from Trevor Stephen preventing keeping the ball in play. He's still got to throw into face. There's Jakanowski. Now Collins twisting and turning away from Butcher. Here's Rogan on the left, looking up. He's blocked by Stephen. Here's Collins again. Well challenged by Harlock. McCoy to Houstra. Leaving possession with Spackman, and McCoy is now in the clear. This is very dangerous indeed for McCoy with a chance. Superb play there from Rangers. One pass opened up the Celtic defence for McCoy. Sent through there by Nigel Spackman, and the Celtic defence opened up. McCoy on his left foot, just past the uprights. This is McStay, forced to go back and use White. Free kick's been given, I think, for a challenge there by Haitley. Using his left arm unfairly. His first Old Firm game, of course. A very experienced player, but I'm sure this is an experience he will remember. Headed away by Stevens. Collins tackled quickly by Harlock. Gary Stevens turned it back to Woods. Derek White's header. Played into space there by Spackman for Johnston. There the ball inside. Well blocked by White. There's Spackman again. That's for Stephen! And a magnificent save from Pat Bonner. Well, that was top-class goalkeeping by Bonner, following the superb piece of play by Rangers. Spackman setting up the chance for Stephen, who controlled the shot brilliantly. But that was as good a save as you can hope to see at any level of football. Hoystra now with the corner kick. It's headed away by Grant. Back now with Gary Stevens. Spackman's having a good match for Rangers, hoisting that in towards Haitley. Well, he had a height advantage there on Chris Morris, but the Celtic fullback did well. Pat Bonner clearly not at all happy with some of the marking in front of him, but he earned his corner with that stupendous save from Trevor Stevens. Harlock was quick to the ball. Logan also quick into the tackle on Stephen. Here's Andy Walker. McStay playing it back for Collins, trying the chip shot. Collins too had an impressive start to his first Old Firm match. That effort well watched by Woods. Yeah, they won that well. There's Harlock. Johnston chasing with Morris. Good control there from Johnston. Bonner was down bravely. Morris is in trouble. Here's Hoystra. The chance was on for McCoy on the 6-yard line. And the most relieved player on the field at the moment is Chris Morris, without question, as Bonner comes to sort things out for Celtic. Wow, what a moment that was for Chris Morris. He laid that on a plate for Hoystra, and that could have been so bad for Celtic in defence. It was, McCoy couldn't get onto that cross. It was so quick for him, and Chris Morris goes off mightily relieved. So Celtic undoubtedly very happy indeed to have their goal intact at half-time. They'll be the happier side to go off at half-time with the score sheet blank. Rangers will feel they should have snatched the lead, but at half-time it's Rangers 0, Celtic 0. So Celtic's turn to start the play, and they will certainly be looking for another quick opening to this second half. They may be smarting about the fact that they have had so much dominance the game so far with nothing to show for it. Celtic, on the other hand, with yet another new formation, having to adjust somewhat. They were vulnerable early on, but they appear to be beginning to settle. Anton Rogan's had a good match coming back into the side with it headed away, helping again, and it's Paul McStay looking up, spotting Joe Miller. Well, he didn't give Chris Morris much chance there. Spackman wins it, and then is sent spinning by Morris. Nigel Spackman has been very influential indeed in the middle of the field for Rangers. Some very good passes forward. Collins tackling Harlock. Morris gives that straight to Spackman, but it's back with Celtic again. Here's Peter Grant. The Celtic player on the ground, involved in something off the ball, an accidental trip by Trust. Joe Miller goes down, he's back on his feet, appears to be none the worse. Careless one from Goff, allowing Celtic possession again. This is Paul McStay. Spackman looking for Haitley. Collins doing well again, coming back for Celtic. Doing some good work in his own half, John Collins. Drakinovsky. It's helped on there by Collins for McStay. Getting space to come forward, a shooting chance. That was well struck by Paul McStay, and it was a timely reminder to Rangers they cannot relax against the Celtic side, particularly when McStay has possession. Just look at the way he takes this ball, sees the opening ahead, drives into the space, and that was just a couple of feet too high. Rangers are finding it now increasingly difficult to create through midfield. And that's the result of a tightening up among the Celtic players in that area. Here's Joe Miller in trouble. It's picked up by Hoystra. Here's Haitley. Morris with a pass back, and Bonner is beaten the ball by McCoist. Led by Hoystra again. A little bit of casualness creeping in once again to the Celtic defence. Chris Morris survives again after his pass back, put Bonner in trouble. Still Rangers coming forward. This is Trevor Stephen, that's towards Hateley. The header was aimed for Johnston. There goes Trevor Stephen, he's brought down at the edge of the box by Walker. And referee sideways play on. Here's Hoystra with a chance. And it's Pat Bonner who makes the save. Well, Celtic surviving not once but twice. Surviving initially an appeal for a penalty kick. I must confess, from this angle, looked to be a good one by Rangers. So a corner kick is going to be taken by Trevor Stephen. No let up at all. Bonner coming out, he's in trouble again. There's McCoist. Out as far as Hurlock, a delicate little chip. And Bonner is at his best once again, beating that out. He's not at all happy about the fact that Celtic defenders went for the same goal that time. Well, now can Rangers cash in here? Hoystra, headed away by Morris. There's McCoist. Up goes Bailey to win that for Celtic. Here's Andy Walker. And now Joe Miller. Cross it comes to the near side. Here's Andy Walker. He has Peter Grant on the outside. It's back now with Jakinovski. This is Grant again. Stevens wins the race for the ball. Is then brought down by Andy Walker. And an angry exchange takes place. And you can be sure, I think, now that Andy Walker will find his name going into the referee's book because he was warned in the first half. So a yellow card for Andy Walker. But that incident just a moment or two ago in front of Pat Bonner really was very interesting indeed. And it looked as though Celtic could easily have been penalised by a penalty kick on that occasion. But the referee waved play on, and then Hoystra eventually had a wonderful opportunity with a point-blank shot, brilliantly saved by Pat Bonner. Jakinovski, Collins again. Walker to Jakinovski, brought down there by Butcher. Butcher complaining that he reached the ball first. That's not how referee Syme saw it. He's given Celtic the free kick. Well, that was Gary Stevens put under a lot of pressure there by Jakinovski, easing the ball back. The pass came from Walker. There was Jakinovski. Well, no question there of Butcher touching the ball. That was a foul, all right. Well judged by the referee, David Syme. There's John Collins. Glancing header! Derek White for Celtic! 8 minutes into the second half, and Celtic, who've been under the cosh for so much of the game, go ahead, and Derek White gets his first goal of the season. Flighted in there by Collins. White wasn't picked up. It broke in off the post, leaving Chris Woods here with no chance at all. It's a great lead by Derek White, and Woods was helpless. Well, joy for these Celtic fans. They've been suffering for long periods in the match as Rangers have dominated. But now, as so often happens, the team under the collar for so long comes back and strikes. And that really does change the whole complexion of the game. Celtic ahead. Now Hurlock. Over on the far side is Hoystra. Playing it in low, it's miscued there by Bailey and comes to no harm in front of goal for Celtic. Pat Bonner, the long, lingering look there at likes Bailey. And he'll be a very relieved young man indeed. This ball hooked in by Hoystra, bouncing awkwardly, a miscue completely there by Bailey, and that ran kindly for Celtic. The Celtic end brought to life by that goal from Derek White. There was very little sign of that being in the offing, but these Celtic supporters savouring the moment. Well, this really is a transformed Celtic side now, following that goal by Derek White. Collins to Rogan. Collins again. Good running there by Grant. Holding off Goff. Miller to Jakinovski. Here's Miller again. Trying to get past Terry Butcher, and Miller too busy protesting there for a penalty kick instead of getting on with the game. The ball may have broken for him there, but he was turning, looking for the referee. Johnston did well with a little flick on. Here goes Walters. Walters trying to get away from Derek White. Hooked away by Grant. Back with Stephen. Looking to reach the byline. There's Collins. Beautiful pass there from Walters to Stephen. Great close control. There's Mark Walters with the cross. Up goes Bailey. It's a vital touch. And McCoy's trying to win that from Joe Miller. It's back with Goff. Stephen chests it down to Hurlock. Yes! The equaliser for Rangers. Terry Hurlock's first goal for his new club. The Rangers fans elated now. It was played in here by Richard Goff. Look at the part played by Trevor Stephen, chesting that down to Hurlock. The ball was deflected on its way past Pat Bonner. See this from this angle. Great play there by Stephen. Hurlock coming forward, looking for the shooting chance. It was deflected there as Bonner came off his line, and that left him with no chance at all. There's the reaction from the Rangers fans. We're going in now to the final minute of the match, plus any time added on for stoppages. Johnson getting up well. There's Rogan. Now Walker. Good play there by Collins. He's away from Hurlock. Here's Joe Miller. Good interception that by Stevens. Handball surely by Miller. Yes, the free kick's been given. Miller hasn't yet heard the whistle. Butcher playing it into space here for Walters. A chance to take on Rogan. Collins doing another bit of good defensive work for Celtic. Walters will take the chance of getting a corner perhaps. He's lost out to Rogan. Here's Collins. Miller has the last touch of the match as the whistle goes. Honours even in the end. It was all set up for Celtic by Derek White's header in 53 minutes, which silenced
of the Ibrox men. After a series of pitch inspections, it was decided